Hello and welcome to Across Louisiana. My name is Steve Sawyer, your host for the program. Thank you so much for taking time to be with us this morning. We've got a great show lined up for you today. We're going to begin with Jack Battinger. Jack is a volunteer with the National Kidney Foundation. Mr. Mark Lewis is going to be with us. Mark is the managing partner and director for Simmons and White Management Group. Dale Cooney, a good friend of ours. Dale is the president, founding member of America's Heroes. They've got a golf tournament coming up and they need your help. Ashley Mills is with us. Ashley is with the Louisiana chapter of Cystic Fibrosis. And finally, Amy Smallwood. Amy is the CEO for the Louisiana Cultural Economy Foundation. Again, thank you so much for being with us. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Across Louisiana. Again, thank you so much for being a part of the show today. Our first guest is Jack Battinger. Jack is a volunteer with the National Kidney Foundation. Jack, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Appreciate you taking time to be here.
I appreciate you.
And Jack, just hope you don't mind me saying this, but we were talking at the beginning. You are a recipient.
Yes.
So, and I was asking you how long have you been a volunteer, and you made the comment you are a recipient.
Right.
So,
I've been a volunteer with various organizations, National Kidney Foundation being one, since I was originally diagnosed with end-stage renal disease.
And that's we were talking. We'll get into the walk a little bit, but give us. We were talking about some numbers of the Kidney Foundation. So give us a little bit of information about the Kidney Foundation.
Sure.
Then we'll talk about the events.
Well, first of all, the National Kidney Foundation and its Louisiana counterpart here, they do a lot of research and community education.
Mm-hmm.
They offer community health screenings. There's education programs for the community, and even for primary care physicians. You know, so because the symptoms of kidney failure really aren't visible until it gets to pretty much the end. Every year, 112,000 people are diagnosed with kidney disease.
Now that's countrywide?
Nationwide. Now here in Louisiana alone, in 2013, 2,194 people were diagnosed with some type of kidney disease.
That is incredible.
It is.
And the events you've got coming up, fundraisers for the organization.
Absolutely.
And it's. I like the way that you do the events because you try to do events to have fun and get the people to come out. But they're also, the bottom line is, they are fundraisers. So we got a few minutes. Let's talk about the Harris Gala.
Harris Gala on November 1st as part of another event that we're going to talk about in just a second. The Harris Gala will take place, of course, at Harris Casino. Some local entertainment. We'll have Gina Brown, Anutha Level, and MJ, all New Orleans performers will be there. There'll be both a silent and live auction. Tickets are $25 a person. It's a great way to raise awareness and money. I mean, the programs we talked about at the beginning, they don't happen if there's no money.
Absolutely.
involved.
So don't spend all your money gambling.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what. Bring some to gamble, but be ready because we'll have some really nice silent live auction.
And then your kidney walk. Everybody knows about the kidney walk.
The kidney walk, very special for me this year because my donor family is actually going to attend. The kidney walk is there to raise awareness and money. Again, several ways for people to contribute to the kidney walk. Go to www.kidney.org. I'm sorry, kidneywalk.org, and you can find a Louisiana, New Orleans walk. It's very easy. And once you're there, you can either form your own team, join a team, or just donate to a team. My personal team is Team Landon. Landon was my donor, and his family will be here with us for the first time. And we're walking as Team Landon together to celebrate him and what he did for me.
Yeah, and that's great. And real quick, golf tournaments on November 3rd?
Golf tournament on November 3rd, Chateau Country Club in
Great
Kenner.
place to play golf.
Absolutely. Open registration at 8 a.m. Monday, November 3rd. Come on out and play some golf with us.
Jack, that's 3 events you've got coming up. Website is www.kidneyla.org. All information regarding all 3 of the events can be found on the website, and all information regarding National Kidney Foundation can be found as well. Stay with us. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Across Louisiana. Our next guest, Mark Lewis. Mark is the partner and managing director for Simmons & White Management. But Mark, our story goes back, and you didn't know I was going to bring this up, but our story goes back a lot longer because actually you were involved with Cox back in, God, 19 what, when we launched?
It was probably 1994.
1994, and we launched Cox FiberNet, which
Yeah.
today has evolved into Cox Business, but you were one of the very first ones that we partnered with to do that.
Yep, it actually was called CityLand at that
CityLand,
time.
you're right,
And then
CityLand.
we worked with Cox that had an agreement.
Yep.
The company was called Communicate, one of the first
Yep.
internet service providers.
The first in the country. So
well, not the first in the
well,
country.
it was for
it's
Cox.
Regional.
It was
yeah,
for Cox.
You're right,
It was
right.
for Cox.
So we
So that
kind of
was-
helped spearhead that and
Yeah.
help kick that off, and you guys have done
And
a
today,
remarkable job since.
and today you're the managing partner and managing director for Simmons White. Do me a favor real quick. We got an event coming up, but talk a little bit about Simmons & White and what you guys do and where your expertise lies.
Basically, Simmons & White, I use the adage that we help companies make money. And so we're a professional business management firm. What we'll do is most companies have like extraordinary business challenges or any kind of challenges, whether it's operational, finance, sales and marketing. We actually have the way to help raise capital for companies. So we go in, analyze what they're doing, and help them make changes so they can make more money and help grow their revenue. So most companies have a lot of challenges. There's things what we call inflection points within companies. Entrepreneurial, they get to a certain level, they can't get over that hump because they do everything. We come in and help make changes so they can grow their company more rapidly. Or if companies are doing very poorly and they need a turnaround strategy, we come in and help them make that happen.
Do you actually lend money, or I mean, if
Our company does not lend money. We look and have resources through a group called Network Capital that can actually help companies either from an equity raise or actually loan them money. So we find resources for companies to get money.
All right. Now, Mark, on November 6th, you have your third annual Louisiana IT Symposium. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, when I was first with the Louisiana Technology Council, we spearheaded that as a group out of Iowa that contacted us to do an IT symposium. The whole idea of the IT symposium is to bring CIOs, chief technology officers, and their direct reports all together to do peer-to-peer networking to share best practices. This is only for those type of individuals, unless you sponsor the event. Right now we've got 14 sponsors, but it's the third one. The first year we had 90 attendees. Last year we had 130. This year we're going to have probably over 200 because we have 31 CIOs that sit on an advisory panel to give us recommendations of what they're looking for to help them with their operations in terms of IT.
Mark, we're going to put your website up on the screen. All the information on the symposium can be found on the website.
You can get
how to
it
get
at
involved.
Simmons & White, but actually, if anybody needs that information, wants to know how to register, they can contact me, obviously, and send me an email. And my number is 504-905-4646. Pretty easy to remember, and I'll be happy to take that.
I'll start calling that tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Mark, I think this is awesome, and again, congratulations on the third annual. I encourage people to get involved with this. I mean, just a great way to get your company, I'm not going to use the word started, but there's so much experience that you guys have and so much expertise that you can lend, and it's never bad to take advantage of what somebody else has done in order to get there.
Well, I think that's one of the reasons why you both and I have gray hair, because we have that experience that we can actually help young entrepreneurs from our group, the Simmons & White, to help them get to another level.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I've been successful from that standpoint.
Well, Mark, best of luck on the third annual. Look forward to talking to you next year for the fourth annual. Stay with us. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Across Louisiana again. Greatly appreciate you being a part of the show today. Good friend of ours, Mr. Dale Cooney. Dale is the president of America's Heroes organization. Dale, you are the founding member, the director, the president, the CEO,
Yes.
a little bit of everything. Dale, thanks for being on the show again today. I appreciate it. We've got a golf tournament coming up that you're running, but first, talk a little bit about America Heroes and what you do and a little bit about the organization, because I believe you support all facets of the military, right?
That's correct. America's Heroes was founded to help these guys that are wounded come back. They have to get so to speak, a jump start on life back again. They may be wounded and can't do the job that they normally did do. So we try to fill that gap financially to try to help them get back and be a productive person.
And that, when did you found the organization? Is it
December of 2013.
of 2013? So
Yes.
you're really you're going on 2 years old, and I believe you mentioned that the last time you were on the show, you didn't even have a website. Now you've got a website.
No, my
You're
wife and I put the website together, and we struggled through it, but it's up. And then and we also have a 501c3, which we
That's
didn't
awesome.
have.
So every time you come on the show, we have better news to share, right?
Yes, yes.
All right, so let's talk about the golf tournament, because this is a very special golf tournament. It takes place on November the 10th, which is the day before Veterans Day. It is a fundraiser for the organization, and like all organizations, I mean, you need money. You have to have money to operate, but you've got such a special organization. To me, anybody that serves to benefit our military people, I mean, everybody should get behind that. So talk a little bit about the golf tournament. This is your first annual.
First annual golf
So some of the
tournament.
things that people will see when they, and I believe it's at Lakewood, right?
It's at Lakewood, that's
Wonderful
correct.
golf course.
Yes, yes. It's at Lakewood. It's 125 a golfer. And we're going to have food. Rouse's is sponsoring the food. We're going to have New Orleans Firemen cooking it for us. And Coke is sponsoring the soft drinks and water. We're still looking for a sponsor for the hard stuff.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're going to have fun.
Well, and let me ask this: when you need a sponsor, for what are you looking for? What do you need help with?
Well, beer maybe,
Okay.
and anything else.
So people watching the show, if there's anything, if you know somebody that works with a company that can provide support, I mean, you really, I hate to say this, but there's nothing you don't need. In other words. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
The guy helping us run the tournament, Kevin Hotard,
I know Kevin very well.
he's got a bunch of bananas coming that morning for the golfers.
Yeah, hey, listen, golfers need food to start with.
Exactly.
And the important thing about November the 10th, you were saying that's the actual birthday of the Marine Corps.
That's exactly right. Yes, yes.
And any idea how old the Marine Corps is? I mean, I know they were one of the first organizations founded to protect the country. Let's just say that they're older than you and I.
Yes.
All right. So the golf tournament is Monday, November the 10th. $125 a man is a very good price. But again, if anybody can help Dale in what he's doing, this is the first annual tournaments are always the hardest to put together. So company support, if you want to play golf, Lakewood is an absolutely incredible little golf course. It's in great shape. I was out there the other day. They do a fine job out there. So we're going to put information on the screen of how you can get in touch with Dale if you want to put a team together. Again, it's a fundraiser. Even if you just want to donate some money to help Dale and the organization out, they're a little over 2 years old. They do a wonderful job. So anything that you can do, we greatly appreciate that. Dale, thank you so much for coming in. Leave me the information.
I sure will.
Because I've got some people I want to send some information to on the golf tournament as well. And knowing that it's the day before Veterans Day, that even makes it even much more special.
Yes.
Good luck to you.
Okay.
Look forward to when you come on the show the next time. You always have something great to talk about. No telling what kind of success you'll have to share with us then. Stay with us. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Across Louisiana. Very happy to have Miss Ashley Mills. Ashley is the Executive Director for the Louisiana chapter of Cystic Fibrosis. Ashley, thank you so much for being a part of the show. You've become a regular now, so we appreciate having you on the show.
Well, thanks for having me.
Talk a little bit about the Louisiana chapter of Cystic Fibrosis, kind of the mission of the organization and what you guys do.
Sure. The Cystic Fibrosis Foundation is a national organization with over 72 chapters across the country, and we raise money primarily for cystic fibrosis research. And we're considered a venture philanthropy organization. There's only about 30,000 people in the U.S. with CF, and the big pharmaceuticals aren't banging down the door to do a bunch of research and development for drugs because of a lack of return on investment. So that's where we come in. We hold fundraisers, everything from golf tournaments, walkathons, tasting events, races, to fund that research. And we're getting really close. We had some very exciting news over the summer about clinical trials that just wrapped up, and they are looking really promising for a control for a large population of
Wow,
CF
that's great.
patients.
That
Yes.
is great. The Louisiana chapter, how does that rank as far as across the country? Are we one of the largest, or?
We're considered a medium market, and we've been really great over the last few years in terms of our growth year over year, and get recognized nationally. We had an outstanding walk this past spring that grew by about 50% over
Wow,
last
that's
year, and we're definitely contributing to the
Well,
cure.
and again, like all nonprofits, I mean, you have to do fundraisers to raise money. There's so many things in that world of nonprofit life that you got to do it yourself.
Absolutely.
And you got to do the things to get people to come out and do it, and so forth. And you have a very popular one, Uncork the Cure.
We do.
Everybody knows about that. So that's coming up on November 13th. Tell us a little bit about that.
Sure. This year we're going to be at a gallery on Magazine Street, Sibley Gallery. It's near Louisiana Magazine. We've got about 15 different sparkling wines and champagne secured. We'll have a nice cheese spread, a dessert spread, a silent auction. It's a lot of fun, and we have some great community support, including Cox. So happy to have you.
We're very happy to be a part of that. Actually, your website is www.louisiana.cff.org. All information on Uncork the Cure can be found on that.
Correct.
What the cost and so
Yeah,
forth.
it's $40 ahead of time. You can buy tickets online or by reaching out to our office, and you can find our phone number on the website.
Okay.
It's $50 at the door, and again, lots of champagne and sparkling wine samples, some great food, and
That's all you need to get people to come
I
out
know.
in New Orleans.
It's a lot of fun. It's a good time.
It is, and I mean, again, you guys do such a wonderful job, and I encourage people, if they can, to be a part of this. But also, if you can't attend the event, donations are accepted.
Always.
Volunteers.
We're always looking for volunteers. As I said, we do a lot of special events throughout the year, and it takes a lot of hands to make those happen. So if you want to just help out, we would love to have people reach out to us.
Absolutely. Ashley, best of success on Uncork the Cure
Thank you.
and all the work you guys are doing. You do such a great job. Stay with us. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Across Louisiana. Our final guest today is one of our special friends, Amy Smallwood. Amy is the CEO for the Louisiana Cultural Economy Foundation. Thank you so much, Amy, for taking time to be on the show.
Thanks for having
Appreciate
me,
it.
Steve.
Talk a little bit about the organization and the mission of your organization and what you do.
Well, we've been around since 2005, and during that time, we've given away a lot of money, which is a great blessing. We've given out some emergency grant funds for Katrina, but then we've changed a little bit since that time and have begun to look more at creative entrepreneurialism. And we've been working to connect cultural workers with funds to do their projects and to make themselves more sustainable. We love to invest in small cultural businesses that have innovative ideas that can help them to be more sustainable.
Now, when you say invest, give money and financial support, among
We
other
have
things
given
as well?
away nearly $2 million since our beginning. And I like to think of it as investment because, we're so involved now with entrepreneurialism and looking at who entrepreneurs are. Many of them are creatives.
Yeah.
And when we look at the cultural industries of Louisiana, we're the second largest economic driver in the state, second to healthcare.
That's incredible. And coming up, you've got one of your biggest events, Lafette. This is 2014.
This is our fifth year.
Fifth. That's my next question. Is how
Yes.
many years you've been doing
and
this?
Cox has been a sponsor for 5 years,
And
which
such
is
a great
wonderful.
event. And it's going to take place on November 15th. So tell us a little bit about the Lafette 2014 and what people can see that get involved with that.
All right. Well, our title sponsor this year is Capital One. And we are real excited because we do it at a space that's kind of unusual. It's an interior parking garage that's about 3 stories tall. It has beautiful columns.
Is this where you did it last year?
We did it there last year.
Great spot.
It is a great spot because you can totally transform the space. We showcase Louisiana culture. We bring our grantees to the space and give them the opportunity to shine and to show what they do so we can connect patron and producer. And we have a silent auction, we have live music, and we have fabulous Louisiana seafood, all kinds of wonderful things going on. We have 3 awards this year. They are going to the legacy of George Rodrigue and the Rodrigue Foundation.
Oh, that's great.
Yes,
That's great.
and Ashley Longshore, who is a visual artist from Louisiana who's doing great things, and another incredible visual artist who's very innovative, Candy Chang. There are 3 honorees, and we end the evening with a silent disco.
Which I hear, I mean, last year it just blew everybody away.
Yeah.
And I know when we started talking about it this year, I asked Millie, I said, are they doing silent disco again? She said, yeah, they're doing it again. It was so successful. And Amy, with that, I want to make sure we get this out before we run out of time. Your website is culturaleconomy.org.
Correct.
We'll put that on the screen. All the
Okay.
information about the organization and FET 2014 can be found on that website,
Yes.
especially for the event, where it's going to be,
Yes.
what's going to be taking place,
Yep.
and all that. All right. Well, Amy, congratulations. That's a lot of money that you've awarded. Congratulations on that. But to give money, you have to make money. So
That's
this is a
right.
fundraiser that goes to support the organization. So again, that website is culturaleconomy.org. It's on the screen, and we encourage you to go out and be a part of that. We thank you for taking time to watch the program today. My name is Steve Sawyer. You've been watching Across Louisiana. Thank you so much for being with us, and we'll see you next time.